In this video, we will learn about complementary angles, supplementary angles, adjacent angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, proof for vertically opposite angles being equal.
Mr. Sanjay Sharma from Puran Chandra Vidya Niketan, Kanpur will tell us more about this topic.
We are going to study about complementary and supplementary angles. A pair of angles is said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degree. Then, and each angle is said to be the complement of other. For example, if you consider an angle, say AOB is equal to 30 degree and angle COD is equal to 60 degree. Since angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 90 degree, we can say that AOB and COD are complementary angles. Any two angles, anywhere in this available space, if the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degree, then the angles are said to be complementary. Similarly, if the sum of the two angles is equal to 180 degree, they are called supplementary angles. For example, if you have an angle PSR equal to 80 degree and another angle say XYZ is equal to 100 degree, since angle PSR plus angle XYZ is equal to 180 degree, we can say that PSR and XYZ are supplementary angles. In this condition, each of these angles PSR and XYZ is called the supplement of other. For example, we say PSR is the supplement of XYZ and XYZ is a supplement of PSR. Or if somebody asks you to find out the supplement of 80 degree, the answer is 180 minus 80 is equal to 100. And similarly, the supplement of 100 will be equal to 80 degree. Complementary angles, when the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree or a right angle, they are called complementary angles. And supplementary, when the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree, they are called supplementary angles.
Can you guess the value of x in the given figure? The answer is 50 degrees.
Adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common arm and a common vertex and their non-common arms lie on the opposite side of the common arm. For example, if we consider the angles, this is an angle AOB, and if I draw another ray here, let it be C. Now in this condition, if you consider these two angles, angle AOB and angle COB, angle AOB and angle COB, they have a common vertex. The common vertex is O. They do have a common arm. The common arm is OB and their non-common arms OA and OC. For these two angles AOB and COB, OA and OC are the non-common arms, which in this condition are lying on the opposite sides of the common arm OB. Since the non-common arms lie on the opposite side of the common arm, the angles with a common vertex and a common arm and the non-common arms lying on the opposite side of the common arm can be considered or are considered as adjacent angles. Therefore, angle AOB and angle COB are a pair of adjacent angles. Sometimes students commit a mistake by considering angle AOB and AOC. AOB and AOC mistakenly are sometimes taken as adjacent angles because they also appear to be having a common arm AO and a common vertex O. But truly speaking, these are not adjacent angles because their non-common arms OB and OC in this condition. You can see for AOB and AOC, the non-common arms are OB and OC, and both the non-common arms are lying on the same side of the common arm, and that is why angle AOB and angle AOC, in spite of the fact that they have a common vertex and a common arm, cannot be considered as adjacent angles. Then, after adjacent angles, now we will talk of linear pair. Linear pair is a special case of adjacent angles. A pair of adjacent angles is said to be forming a linear pair if the sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, that is, which is possible only when the non-common arms of the pair of adjacent angles form opposite rays. For example, if we consider the adjacent angles AOB and another angle BOC such that the ray OC forms the opposite ray of OA, then this pair of adjacent angles, angle AOB and angle BOC, is in this condition said to be forming a linear pair, or you can say it this way, that when two adjacent supplementary angles, you can see angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. So, this is a pair of adjacent angles and at the same time they are supplementary. Such a pair of adjacent angles is said to be forming a linear pair. You can summarize it this way, that a linear pair is a pair of adjacent supplementary angles.
What will be the value of x if in the given figure the angles form a linear pair? The answer is 26.
The next article is vertically opposite angles. Whenever two lines intersect, for example, this is a line, say AB, and another line, CD. They are intersecting at this point, let the point of intersection be O. Then in this condition, we see that when these two lines intersect, there are four angles which are being formed. This is angle AOC, then you have angle BOC, the third is angle BOD, and the fourth is angle AOD. Out of these four angles, angle AOC and angle BOD, the angles which are opposite to each other, angle AOC and angle BOD is a pair of vertically opposite angles. Similarly, the other pair of vertically opposite angles is AOD and angle BOC is another pair of vertically opposite angles. So, whenever two lines intersect each other, two pairs of vertically opposite angles, the angles, four angles are formed, the angles which face each other, which are opposite to each other. This is one pair, AOC and BOD is one pair of vertically opposite angles, AOD and BOC is another pair of vertically opposite angles. And there is a property associated with vertically opposite angles, that vertically opposite angles are always equal. We have a proof for this. Vertically opposite angles are equal. For example, if you want to prove that the first pair of vertically opposite angle AOC is equal to BOD, we have angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, and the reason is that this pair of angles is a linear pair because OA and OB are forming opposite rays, which means that AOB is a straight line, and hence we can say that angle AOC plus BOC is equal to 180 degree. In a similar way, angle BOC plus angle BOD is also equal to 180 degree. Same reason, this is also another pair of linear pair. If you consider these two equations, this is equation 1 and this is suppose equation number 2. If you consider these two equations, the RHS of 1 is equal to the RHS of 2, and therefore we can say that the left hand side of equation 1 should be equal to the left hand side of equation 2, and hence you get angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle BOC plus angle BOD. Now from this equation you see BOC and BOC will get cancelled, and therefore the result, that is angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. This is a pair of vertically opposite angles, and this is the proof for the theorem that vertically opposite angles are always equal.
Complementary angle. A pair of angles is said to be complementary if the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees and each angle is said to be the complement of the other.
Supplementary angle. If the sum of the measures of a pair of angles is equal to 180 degrees, then it is called a supplementary angle. Adjacent angle. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common arm and a common vertex, and their non-common arm lies in the opposite directions of the common arm. Linear pair. A pair of adjacent angles is said to be forming linear pairs if the sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degrees, that is, which is possible only when the non-common arms of the pair of adjacent angles form opposite rays. It is a special case of adjacent angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal.
For more such videos, log on to CBSE section of jagranjosh.com.